Action!
Hey!
Welcome back, Clayton.
Welcome back, Maxim.
And things are looking a little bit familiar in the studio, aren't they, today?
Yes.
Clayton, what's going down?
A little bit of disclosure. One of us, we have no idea who.
It could be anybody.
It could
right
be
now.
any one of us that edits the podcast. That I lost the Airbud footage.
Yeah.
I lost the Airbud footage.
So Airbud Golden Receiver joins the canon of Critical Darling's lost episodes. Just like, was it fucking Impossible movie?
I think Disaster Movie. We had to record the episode for, I think, 4 fucking times.
Because we recorded it once. It stopped recording or something. We recorded it in a different studio, and that was just a disaster. Then we recorded it. I think it was the third time was perfect. I just remember by the end of that last episode,
we were sick of talking about it.
It was because we had to keep talking about the plot.
It was
as if it was the first time we were talking about it.
It was just like one of the worst movies that we've ever watched. Like, it was terrible.
Like, it was canonically like terrible movie. But also the fact that we had to continuously, like, repetitively, Sisyphusianly revisit it every single damn day. It was terrible. And it was like over a course of like 3 days, we had to like just keep going. And we were like, well, are you free tomorrow at midnight? We have to fucking record this episode.
To the point that, like, on the episode, it was so grueling to say one fucking word about the movie. There were like all the beats. Yeah. Because for that one as well, I had a list that I had prepared.
Oh, yeah,
that was like 50 things long.
Yeah. And the movie is nonsensical, so we had to like keep revisiting it. Oh, you have a critical virus alert.
I have a critical virus.
Okay, a critical virus. 5 viruses detected. God damn, Clayton.
Yeah, this thing is a virus. I have pop-up ads.
Yeah, if anything, the laptop is a virus. Do you watch porn on this laptop?
No.
Have you ever?
No. I honestly, I think the real reason is from like downloading a game or something. Right. But I'm not a computer porn viewer.
That's so, like, anytime I'll do that, I'm like, I feel like I'm in 2005. Like, I feel like I'm so vintage, you know? I don't love it, but I'll do it. God, it's so early. It's not even early, though.
Is for. Yeah, we're recording this in the daytime, and it feels bizarre.
Which is difficult. It's only early for me because I stayed up till like 5 last night for no fucking reason. The other night, I stayed up watching the music video for I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. Are you familiar with this song?
You hate this song, right?
I hate it. Yeah, I was just like... I was just driven in this kind of like fugue state. I was like driven towards the music video, and I had to just like watch it and pause and make like commentary the whole time. I was responding to comments in the comment section about how the song was bad. Like someone was like, nobody can listen to this song and have a bad time. And I responded, I am living proof that is incorrect. I am the living example of why you are wrong. I just hate I Think We're Alone Now. If you watch the music video, there's no substance to it. Maybe I should like, that'd be so insane. I do like a reacts video to it. Max reacts to I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany.
I think you should. I think that would be funny.
And the cherry on top of the cake is that it's not even an original song. It's a cover or something like that. So she couldn't even come up with an original song. Anyway, she's still making music.
How dare she?
I know. I want to go to one of her concerts, but I don't know if she's doing great. So maybe I shouldn't like add insult to injury. But But yeah, that's my life right now.
Yeah, I Think We're Alone Now. It's so funny. On the last episode, we talked about so many things or on the last attempt at this episode,
right?
We talked about so many things. You got several awesome shows. Oh,
yes. Okay. Actually, there's one I can't talk about that I did talk about in the last episode that I won't talk about now. But, I'm probably by the time this is released, I think I actually will be able to talk about it. Regardless.
Maybe Oil Can Harry's destroyed the last episode.
Yeah, they said no. Psh. No, but right now, the last night actually was the premiere of my weekly show, The Drag is Right. Sundays at 6 p.m. at Oil Can Harry's. Not this upcoming one, not October 1st, but every Sunday after that. And yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. It was very much like a first show. There's a lot I want to change and polish and do different going forward, but the general vibe and the mood, everyone had a really good time. Everyone was really riveted. I often doubt my own ability to like carry a show and stuff, but I think last night kind of showed me like, even with a new endeavor that I'm like nervous about, I still can make it work, you know? And so that was a really good uplifting realization that came to me last night. Yeah. And otherwise, I got a couple monthly things coming up. Follow the Instagram at Sir Maxim Doll. I'm around town. Another really exciting thing is that maybe 3 days ago, I finally bit the bullet and I rented a saxophone, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa! You only rented it.
It's rent to own. Oh. It's $50 a month. Very respectable. But the thing itself is like $2,000. I didn't know that.
$2,000?
Yeah, I didn't.
Holy shit!
Most like good saxophones and good, I guess, just instruments in general are like over $1,500 at least. Yeah, but it's a student one too. So, and I'm really excited because literally, there's like videos that I have of me like using it as a prop. I can't like really play it yet, but I was using it as a prop last night in a number, and I just felt so powerful. I don't know what I felt like, just like a god with that thing in my hands. And so yeah, in the future you're gonna see me. You're not just gonna see me as like the drag king about town anymore. You're gonna see me as the saxy drag king about
the
town.
Saxophonist.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Playing his Maxiiphone.
That's quite awesome. My thing is that I lost my job. It's a lot less fresh now.
The way I just totally forgot about that.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
We didn't talk about that last week.
I'm not in like turmoil or anything. It's funny. It's funny that I lost my job. That's what everybody keeps telling me, at least.
Pretty soon you're going to be laughing at this as hard as we are.
Soon enough. But yeah, I lost my job. I'm in my unemployed era.
But you filed for unemployment?
I filed for unemployment. They said, go F yourself.
Really?
No, that's not true.
Oh, my God. Wow.
There's a whole thing. They calculated it based off of my income from my old job.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call them and be like, hey, that's not
like
the
one
situation.
Before this one. Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
That's
weird.
Fucking... I'm playing a lot of Baldur's Gate.
Which
I think I
want to play either today or tomorrow. I want to crack that one open, girl.
Do it.
Maybe tomorrow because we have D&D tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm off this Sunday for Drag Is Right. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I would.
Get it.
I would really. I'm just like itching to get into a new game. I reopened New Vegas and I still like it, but I think I like a fresh start with like a big expansive game that you'll like.
What class do you think you'd play in Baldur's Gate?
It's the exact same as D&D.
Pretty much,
is it 5e though? So it's like Blood Hunter?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
There's no Blood Hunter and no Artificer.
Oh, because those are Matt Mercer.
Those just came later.
Okay, yeah. Oh God, I feel like Bard is go-to easy simple, but honestly I'll do Bard because if I'm playing like a D&D game, I want to do some magic, so I don't want to be like just fully like a fighter. Let's do Bard. Yeah, I'll do it.
That's what Hayden and I did. It's very good for your first playthrough.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like very much. Whenever I went to church when I was a kid in middle school, my pastor said, "Luke, the book Luke." Not my name is not Luke. He wasn't like Luke.
He really fucked up.
Forgot my name. He was like, "Luke is a good book for a beginner. Luke is a great book for a beginner." So every time I think of the Gospels,
You're starting in the New Testament, bro.
Right. Well, he was just talking about if you want to get into the Bible, if you're a beginner. Get into like one of the good stories, like the story of Jesus, because when you're reading the Bible, that's what everyone wants to hear anyway.
So these real Bible heads out here saying they're talking about how good the Bible is. Apparently, it doesn't get good till chapter 52. You fucking kidding me?
Like people are like, okay, you're gonna want to read the Bible. The beginning, they had like different writers. Like it wasn't as good. Like halfway through, it gets crazy good. Anytime someone's like, watch the show but skip the first season, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah.
What are you telling me right now? Hell
Especially
no.
If you skip Genesis, you're not gonna know what's going on, honey.
You're getting up there and hey, honey. Genesis is crazy though because it's like. well, first off, there was nothing, which is like, how do you open a book? How about we just begin the book?
And
you know
there's
how, like,
nothing.
They tell like screenwriters never start a book with like your main character waking up in the morning. That's giving the Bible vibes. Never start your Bible with literally nothing.
And they wanted context, and they're like, "Hey, why don't we start at the beginning of everything?
At the start." And then we kind of get into
the main character doesn't even show up for thousands and thousands of years after this.
Literally, yeah. It's fully all just preamble. Then we get into the Adam and Eve of it all. Then they have kids. So Cain and Abel, were they the only children of Adam and Eve?
No, they had like 12
a billion.
Or something.
Okay. Because also, whenever Cain he like murdered Abel. Spoiler alert for like chapter 3 of the Genesis. He was banished to the land of Lot, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
Which, whenever I was reading that as a kid, I was like, what? There's another land? Like,
I think I may be about to butcher a whole bunch of stuff, but I believe that with those folk, with Adam and them, I think they lived a lot longer than people, because when Cain got the mark, I think it's just called the mark of Cain now,
right?
I think even like on his forehead or something. It was
also known as the COVID vaccine.
Yeah. The idea was that everybody would know that he was a killer and he was a criminal. And so then that kind of implies that there's like
other people,
societies at this point.
Right. Yeah. That made me scratch my head when I was a kid. But I definitely think you're right, because there's like a whole passage where it's like, this guy lived until he was 984. This guy lived until he was 832. This guy lived until he was like, there's like a list of names. And I remember learning in my film class that the reason that people no longer live that long is that angels got jealous or something. Like, angels were like, how are they going to know the difference between us and humans if the humans live as long as angels or something like that? Like,
sure, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's crazy. Like, to really, I understand a lot of people don't view the Bible as an historical document, but I mean, come on, 932 years, honey. My grandma is 65 and she's decrepit. I'm kidding. She died before I was born, but I didn't know what to say.
Lucas was also talking about, apparently, Abraham
Lincoln.
It was Abraham, right? Who parted the Red Sea? Moses. Apparently Moses did not actually, there's no historical evidence that he actually had anything to do with the freedom of the Israelites in Egypt.
Oh, is that why he was parting the Red Sea, to free the Israelites?
Yes, they were running away, and he went whoosh.
I mean, does any of it have history? I know, like, Jesus was a guy that was real, probably, but other than that, like, is there any historical?
I guess I always thought that seemed to me like something that was
embellishment, like
yes, like that. I assumed that at least Moses was like there, helping.
Yeah,
because I think he was there with the Israelites in their like kind of nomadic period.
Who do we know that has a middle name of Moses? It's like really funny. Oh, it's Hartrick.
Is his name Hayden Moses Hartrick?
Wait, no, it's not. Right?
What?
I'm sorry, Hartrick.
What are you doing?
His grandfather wanted to name him Moses or something, like, right? But then, like, his father was like, "No." There's a story about that. I swear, because
that I believe it. I don't remember
it. Right? Am I cuckoo?
No.
That's okay. Moses is a fucking good name.
Moses is a great name.
Other names that like hold that kind of weight: Moses, Pharaoh. Pharaoh's a good name.
Is anybody named Pharaoh?
There's that meme of the guy who's like, my barber's named Pharaoh or something, and he would text the guy, "Come forth." He would say rather than "come in" or something like to.
Okay.
Oh my God! One time I was driving my friend to get his hair cut. We got to the hair place and it was closed. So we had to sit there for 30 minutes until it opened. And while we were waiting, he made me watch news bloopers, like a 15-minute compilation of news bloopers. It was fucking agony. I was like 16, but I knew he was closeted at the time, so I just didn't want to be mean to him ever, because he was like younger than me, and I didn't want to be like, stop playing these news bloopers to me. But at a certain point, you have to put your fucking foot down. Yeah. And then I had to sit there while he was getting his haircut, and he came back and he's like, "Do you like it?" Couldn't tell the difference. I literally was like, yeah, it looks great.
Damn.
Yeah.
I would never go with somebody to get my haircut. That feels like
drive.
a strange thing to me.
He couldn't drive.
He doesn't have a mummy or a daddy?
We also had tap dancing rehearsal right after that. So he was like, let's just go get my haircut, then we'll do tap dancing rehearsal. And I was like, I guess I'm just along for the ride. I guess I'm fucking here. Mm-hmm. But that was whenever we're doing a lot of tapping back then. I need to whip out those shoes again. I mean,
get them shoes out.
I still know it all.
Have you done any drag tap yet?
No, the only thing I did was that one time Cellulite, she's amazing. Slay. Austin, Texas drag queen. She and I were like doing kind of like an impromptu duet to Timber by Kesha, and we kind of ran out of things to do, so she started tap dancing, and she knows how to tap dance, and so she wasn't wearing the shoes, she was just like soft shoeing it. So then I joined her, and we were like doing the same thing. That was the first time ever that I've used any tap dancing. I think I definitely should. The only thing is that there's like the metal parts on the shoes. So when you're walking around, if you're trying to hide it, I would kind of want to use it as like a reveal, like dancing, and then boom, oh, now I'm tap dancing. You know, it's like whoa, everyone's like crazy. There's a kind of no way to hide it if you're like if you're walking around, like, cause like you can like hear like clack 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 clack. But I definitely think I could. It might scuff the stage. Well, I think it's fine. The stage is probably really scuffed no matter where. I definitely should. I could just put like covers on the shoes and just like kind of as a joke, like take them off. Or I could just wear them and like not care at all.
Yep.
I really got to do it. I can't believe I really taught myself in my garage how to tap dance, and now I just have that skill. I think that's what pushed me to get the saxophone.
Oh yeah.
Like, if I did that, I could do anything, baby.
And then you can tap dance and play the saxophone at the same
time. I was thinking that, or like play the saxophone and do the splits, play the saxophone. Eventually, there's this one drag queen, Thor on Drag Race. She played the violin and then did a cartwheel while holding the violin. So I think I kind of want to do that too. I want to do like a one-handed, like hold my saxophone, and I don't know if I'll be able to. The saxophone might impale my neck and kill me on stage and change everyone's life forever.
Change the trajectory of their lives.
Beloved Austin, Texas drag king impales self on stage with saxophone.
That would be bad.
I know. I really can't be doing that.
Max.
What the fuck is getting down on here?
Should we talk about the fucking dog?
So
let's talk about the dog in the room.
Every single episode we watch.
Every single episode,
except for anniversary episodes, special episodes, bracket episodes.
Except for a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, except for a lot of them. By the way, we're getting close to the 100 movies of the year. Every year at the end of the year, starting
100 billion
this
movies.
Year, we made it a full calendar year.
Max, how many have you done?
I'm hitting 44.
44,
which was the same number I had when we were recording it last time.
But
there's so many movies I want to see. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So that gives you 56 that you need to get done with
by 2 months. We can do that.
I think the math that we worked out 1 week ago is that you just need to watch 4 movies a week. For the rest of this time.
Okay, so this is the beginning of the 39th week of the year.
There's 52 weeks.
52 weeks. Okay.
13 weeks left. Is that correct?
Yeah, including this one. Yeah, because it's Monday. Yeah. So 13 divided by, or what is it? 56 divided by 13. It's 4.3 movies I have to watch. That's easy. Also, what is a movie anyway? You know, like
well, it's over 72 minutes long.
Could we do a direct to TV sequel? You know what I'm saying?
Direct to TV sequel, I'll allow it. Yeah, that counts. That counts.
Last year when I was like getting a whole bunch of that was so much fun though, like watching like 15 movies in a week, like
I mean, last year you did. You put in the work and you got it done.
I got it done.
It's going to be quite the task this time around.
It's just always my thing. It's like I just do this with everything. Like I always am able to get it done, but just because I know it's possible to get it done in such a short amount of time, while I'm so stressed, the next time I do it, I'm like, well, that's how I did it last time. I got it done. I'll just do that again, which is like not a sustainable way of doing it at all. Anyway, but that's just my thing.
let's see what I'm at. Because I would probably have a similar issue if I just didn't love seeing movies so damn much.
I know.
Speaking of which, I went to go see
You saw
A
Vice?
Haunting in Venice. No, Mark Beach watched Vice. Mark Beach gave Vice a 3.5 out of 5, aka a 7.
I would say that's true.
I have watched 77, giving me 23 more films to view.
I don't know how you're gonna do it, man. How does it feel? How's it feel? Huh? How's it feel? Anyway, so every single week on this podcast,
Every single week.
I'm not gonna have to. That like scared me when you did that. I'm not gonna have to worry about watching some movies on this pod because I don't really have to watch 56. I only have to watch however many movies we're not watching for this podcast.
Yeah,
you know, what
just
I'm saying?
43.
Which is easy. Which is like a lot better. It brings it down from 4. That's crazy.
What?
Because I have to watch 4.3 movies, and between now and then, the number's going to go down to 43. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
But every single week on this podcast, we watch a different shite movie, unless it's Darling December. I only get a fucking month. Clayton gets 11 months out of the year. And every single week, we ambush each other with a movie. So last week, we watched Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, I believe.
Abraham Lincoln,
Vamp.
A Pig in the City.
Yeah. Isn't vamp like a name for a woman or something? Like she's a vamp or something?
Vamp's a beautiful name for a girl.
I love it. I'm naming my baby Vamp. Baby Vamp. So then, Clayton punished me with Abraham Lincoln, so I said, I'm going to get right back at you. We're going to revisit an old classic. We watched the first Air Bud maybe 3 or 4 months ago, so I said, baby, we're going back to the field, and you're going to go long with
a football.
Air Bud 2 Golden Receiver. Props for the name. Props for the name, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever we're about to say about this movie, it's got a great fucking
a great fucking name. Let's just do a quick rundown of Air Bud Golden Receiver. I actually am, part of me is glad we're re-recording this because there's a lot of gems in the Wikipedia article that I think we need to visit.
I'm glad. Because I truly, we watched this movie. It's funny. I was a little high when we watched this movie.
Same.
And then I actually got like kind of a lot. Ever since me and Max both got new little weed sticks. And I'm just so used to being a little vape artist that I just suck it down without thinking about it. And I get way more high than I should.
Crazy high.
And so already the movie was a blur. And then we waited a few days and talked about it. And then now it's like 2 weeks later. And I was like reading the Wikipedia article and seeing like visions coming to me.
Oh my God.
So I'm excited to hear what the Wikipedia article has to say and see what it awakens within me.
All right. Air Bud Golden Receiver, 1998 film by Richard Martin. I remember there was something about Richard Martin. He created Laugh-In, Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, which to me is like insane. Like that's like such a crazy thing that he did that, and now he's like directing this movie. It's just cool.
Yeah, you can really feel the comedy chops.
Do you know Goldie Hawn and like Lily Tomlin?
I know. Yes, I know who those are.
Do you know their faces? This is Lily Tomlin.
Yes.
Yeah. Lesbian.
Yes.
Lover. They started in Laugh-In. Like Laugh-In was like their SNL, kind of like their vehicle for taking them off. Do you ever remember ever see any clips of Lily Tomlin doing like I was gonna say a gig, a sketch where she's like a little girl in like a giant chair? Maybe. Yeah, that's I think one of them. Where she like answers fan letters or something like that. Air Bud Golden Receiver, a 1998 sports comedy film directed by Richard Martin. It is the sequel to Air Bud. Period. The film was shot in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is also the last of the Air Bud films to be released theatrically.
I'll also say it's filmed in Vancouver, and you can fucking tell. There's several moments where characters are like, Mom, I'll do it. Man, I'm really sorry. And
that really kept fucking Clayton
up. It ekes
up.
through a lot.
I think Clayton's thing whenever he gets high is that he just like can spot a Canadian from a mile away. I didn't even notice it, and he'd be like, they're Canadian, like just kind of out of nowhere. Like we'd be like silently watching the film because we're both zoning out, and he'd be like, they're Canadian. that was Canadian.
It's I have to be on watch because Canadians terrify me.
They slip in there.
Yeah.
Outside the United States, the film was often titled Air Bud 2. Often.
That makes sense.
This film is dedicated to
Air
the
Bud?
memory of the original Air Bud.
Oh no.
In parentheses, Air Buddy.
Oh no.
He has his own Wikipedia article. Who died of synovial sarcoma. He died of synovial sarcoma.
Wow.
A rare form of cancer that affects soft tissue near the joints of the arm, leg, or neck.
Mm-hmm.
Several months before the movie's release. Oh. Wait, did he... So maybe it was the same dog then, like filming it. Because he died before the movie's release. But no, it doesn't say filming.
Oh.
Okay.
We got to see the last hurrah of Bud. That's amazing.
That's incredible.
I'm glad we know that.
All right.
Good job, Bud.
Air Bud, also known as Buddy, lived from 1988 to 1998. 10 years. That's a respectable lifetime for a golden receiver.
100%.
For a golden receiver. He was best known for playing the title role in the film Air Bud. That's so funny.
But what else was he known for? Being a good boy?
His first appearance was on America's Funniest Home Videos. He then gained further fame bouncing a basketball off his muzzle and into a basketball hoop on the Stupid Pet Trick segment of Late Night with David Letterman. He appeared 3 times on Letterman. On The Late Show, too. He was cast as Buddy in the 1997 Disney film Air Bud. Good for him.
Good for him.
A film that tells the story of a golden retriever.
I'm really hung up. He was in America's Funniest Home Videos.
That's how he had his big break.
Are they faking... He's an actor.
He's an actor. Well,
is America's Funniest Home Videos fake this whole time?
Oh no, I think that's how he was spotted.
Oh, because in AFV,
exactly,
probably in the Tom Bergeron era,
was just filming him, and then they were like, "Get that dog on my studio now!" You know, like Letterman was like, "We need to see that dog on every TV in the world." Mm-hmm. He was cast as Buddy in the '97 Disney film Air Bud, a film that tells the story of a golden retriever abandoned by his alcoholic, abusive owner.
True.
That there's so much. There's so much more. There are 1,000 different ways to sum up this movie, rather than
focus on the guy's crushing alcoholism.
You know,
that also makes it sound sad when the movie is mostly like, look at this fucking loser. He can't get his life together.
It's so funny. Like if you put a gun to my head and told me to summarize Air Bud in one sentence, I would not say it's the story of a golden retriever abandoned by his alcoholic, abusive owner.
They don't even mention that he's a clown.
Maybe that would have just been insult to injury.
Maybe.
He moved in with a boy named Josh Fram, who was depressed after his father died in a plane crash. This movie sounds like a tragedy.
Yeah, this is a fucking award-winning drama, right?
He appeared on the Kids' Choice Awards in '98, where he was nominated for a Blimp Award for the film.
Okay.
Prior to his death, Buddy sired 9 puppies.
The Air Buddy.
Yeah, of course.
He's siring all over the place.
Is it seared or sired?
I think sired.
Illness and death. In 1997, Buddy, this is just as long as the section of him being alive.
Buddy exploded.
Buddy stepped on a landmine in Laos. In 1997, Buddy had his right hind leg amputated due to synovial sarcoma, a type of cancer that... 6 months later, Air Bud died in his sleep due to complications from cancer on February 10th, 1998, at his owner's San Diego home. At the time of his death, he was 9 years old.
Does it say anything about, like, last words or anything?
Woo. No, but it says his television appearances, America's Funniest Home Videos as himself, Late Night with David Letterman as himself, Late Night Show with David Letterman as himself, Full House as Comet.
Okay, he was on Full House.
That's crazy.
No wonder, too, because I'm actually realizing it was probably back in the Bob Saget days of AFV.
And he was like, I know a perfect role for you.
Yeah.
Buddy. He was like, can we get an episode with the dog? There's a dog here.
Hey, did y'all hear about the dog?
He was on the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Award twice. Once in 95 and once in 98. Why the first time?
Honestly, I think I'm really seeing, what is that picture?
It was a photo of Hachiko. You familiar?
No.
Okay, so this at the bottom of the Air Bud Wikipedia page. Can we keep doing this? This is fun. Fun.
Yeah, no, I like this.
Well, because whenever we do things that Clayton doesn't allow, he yells at me and gets mad.
Yeah. So like, if this wasn't okay, you would know it by now.
We would cut it out.
Yeah.
So see also list of individual dogs.
List of individual, like all of the all dogs.
Hachiko.
This
is the one.
What is it?
You never. It's a dog. You've never heard the story of like the dog about the man in Japan who had a dog and he was like homeless and he would wait at the train for him every day and then
there's a really sad movie about that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then the dog like waited there until he died. And there was a statue there. Yeah, it's very sad. Actors, dog actors. Axelrod, the Basset Hound appeared in commercials and print ad. Okay, so this is
just a list of dogs
of like well-known dogs. Oh, there's one named Paddington, professional stand-in and stunt double.
Stand-in comedian?
Oh, he's the Bush's Baked Beans dog.
What?
He portrays the real Duke Bush, Duffy Duke of Castlebury, at promotional events and in commercials. Duke stars in the commercials where the dog's owner, Jay Bush, pleads for the dog to maintain the secret family recipe.
Okay.
The punchline occurs when the dog states, "Roll that beautiful bean footage."
The dog states that.
That's why he's a special dog. Tinkerbell, a Papillon Maltese mix and canine model. Featured Ace the Wonder Dog, classic. Appeared in
course.
I wonder if Kane is on this, like from Raising Cane's.
Kane had better be on there.
Oh, I'm looking. What are some other dogs you can think of?
I mean, surely Old Yeller, Lassie.
Yeah, Rin Tin Tin. That's one on here.
Ricky Tikki Taffy.
Ricky Tikki Taffy, the dog, the Taffy dog. TV. No, come on. We can do this.
I hope there's a list of monkeys.
Athletes,
like this too.
Faithful dogs.
Faithful dogs?
There's a section of dogs that were so faithful, they get their own section. There's Canelo and... Okay, I can't do this.
Damn, other dogs need to step it up.
Fido? Hachiko, Hawkeye, Heidi, Hey, Kostya, Kuvi, Russ Warp, God, Shep, belonging to a sheep. Squeak.
Why do these dogs have sci-fi names?
Yeah, there's the statue of Hachiko. No, there's a statue of Wagya, symbol of pure loyalty and devotion in India. Good for him. Look at that dog.
He's a good-looking dog.
He's a handsome dog.
That's a good-looking dog right there. That dog looks good.
Homing dog. Oh, Bobby the Wonder Dog. After accidental abandonment on a cross-country trip, Bobby made his way back over 2,551 miles to his family's home.
Oh, wow.
Other faithful dogs. Bob the Railway Dog. This is amazing.
Wait, they had a faithful dog section and then an other faithful dog section?
Yeah, there's like other ones. Working dogs. Oh, war dogs. See also dogs in warfare.
Whoa.
My neighborhood, growing up, by the time I had left and moved away, they had built a statue honoring a dog who fought in 9/11. Or I'm sorry.
Fought in 9/11? You know what that implies, right?
I think I know which side he was on.
He was fighting.
He like helped people like search, and he was like a rescue dog during 9/11, and he I guess retired to Houston, Texas, and he like lived in my neighborhood, and then he died. They erected a statue of him.
Wow.
There's a dog named Gender. Oh, it's Gander.
Okay, a dog named Gender.
The dog named Gender. I need to find Raising Cane.
I don't know if he's going to be on there, man.
Oh, look at this. Willie.
They got Willie?
Look at that dog. Willie, General Patton's dog. Photo taken right after General Patton's death as Willie waits with personal belongings to be shipped to the United States. Notice the spot on his nose.
This really is just... This is just the Wikipedia where they name every dog they can
I'm
think
like not even halfway through. I'm like doing hefty scrolls too.
Yeah, Max is like flying, and he is... There's still so much article left.
Oh, here, yeah. Search and rescue dogs at the World Trade Center during the September 11th attacks. There's one there's one. Anna, the first responder dogs. Apollo, a search and rescue dog. Tracker, a German Shepherd. Britannia, a golden retriever. A golden receiver? And there's one that's just named Jake.
Jake? What was he?
Jake, rescue dog.
Okay.
Jake was an American black Labrador who served. Okay, so all these dogs have individual, fucking
God
names.
Damn.
Okay, they're other working dogs. I mean, Kane is a hard worker. Other heroic dogs. God. Okay, Buddy, a German Shepherd who hails it. Different Buddy. God, I swear to God, I need to find this.
I
don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if they've got him on here.
Mascot. He's not there.
He's not there?
He is not there.
Kane is not on mascots? They have a mascot section?
Dogs in science.
Is there a section for business owners?
Space dogs! What'd you say?
I said, is there a section for business owners?
Maybe intelligent dogs?
Kane surely will be on there.
Betsy, one of the most intelligent dogs, who knows over 340 words. One of the most. Okay, Chaser has a vocabulary of 1,000 words. So how... What? Like, how is that one? Anyway. Show dogs.
Vocabulary. Are they speaking it?
Notorious dogs. Ugly dogs.
Ugly dogs.
Unique dogs. Foundation sires and early dogs.
Early dog?
Other notable dogs.
Kane!
This is insane, dude. This is going to be like the whole episode.
So far.
Fame by proxy to a famous owner. This is crazy. Gary,
Man.
a French bulldog. Oh, Carrie Fisher's Gary. Oh, I love Gary. He was so cute. Yasmin, Meatball, Olga, Puffy, artists. Trump.
There's
a dog named Trump.
Then who's gonna clean your toilet?
I was about to be like, if you're gonna, what did she say? Like, if you, I can't even remember it. Then who's gonna be cleaning a toilet? Donald Trump.
Just the way she says Trump is very.
Yeah, and she's like, but you know what I'm saying, and they're all like, well, you know, that's actually not what I was. Everyone like the immediate. She literally was like, well, then who's gonna be cleaning a toilet? Donald Trump. Like, and the wrist. I just did it to you.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be cleaning a toilet? Donald Trump.
She thought she blew up the universe with that one.
But what's happening in the movie, right?
What is going on in this fucking film?
Okay, so
in this flick.
Now, so if you recall, the first movie was about Josh, whose father had passed away in a plane crash.
Josh Fram. His dad exploded.
He finds Buddy, and he and Buddy play basketball at like an abandoned old like haunted church.
Yes.
Which really should have gotten more attention in the movie, although it did not. But then over time, like, you know, he and Buddy become best friends. And they're best friends. Man's best friend. He plays basketball, and it's great. So then that's kind of the status quo we open with here. He's playing basketball. They're having fun. Josh is having a good time. It's just him and his mom and Buddy, right? But then this new DILF enters the scene.
True.
Okay, and he's the veterinarian in the town. And the mom starts dating him, and Josh doesn't like that. You know what I mean? It's very Freudian in that way.
Yeah, she needs to get laid. His dad's been exploded for a long time.
Exactly. The new dad is named Patrick. So Patrick innocently tosses Josh's basketball-savvy dog, Buddy, a football one day, and Josh discovers that Buddy also has an uncanny ability to play the sport of football.
Yeah.
Exactly. So then there's a whole bunch of shots of Buddy playing football with Josh, but because football is normally super inflated, they wanted to have him catch it in his mouth, but I don't think he could unless it was like partially deflated. And so like all the shots of like Josh being like, wow, he can catch a football. The football's like half inflated
because it doesn't fit in his mouth.
Yeah.
Similarly, they give him a helmet. They because he can't wear, because there's nothing that could actually keep his little dog head safe.
Yeah.
In this very dangerous sport, they give him an old school football helmet that does not stay on his head remotely. Every shot cute, you can tell, it's like right after the camera cuts, it falls off his head. It's like it's not on there even a little bit.
It's so cute though. Like, it's just so nice. But keep in mind, basketball, there's like some contact in basketball, surely, but like you're not really supposed to touch each other in basketball, right? Like ideally,
I mean,
like, you're not,
you'll be like touching each other, but
it's not. You're not pushing.
Yeah,
each other,
you're not
shoving.
trying to like move each other with your
the
body.
The thing
like
of football is that you are using each other as your weapons. Like you are tackling each other. You are running against each other. You're smacking into each other. You are colliding with each other. You're pushing each other. So that
you're trying to hurt the other people. Basically.
Yes, you are essentially not in a safe environment for a dog, a frail golden retriever dog, who, as we know, already has synovial sarcoma, probably. So I actually don't know. I don't even know if this is the same dog. But basically, Keep that in mind, okay? Because it's very, very difficult. So, Buddy also begins playing on Josh's junior high football team as Josh also starts to join. At first, the team is failing miserably, and the school intends to fire the coach if he does not start winning. So then, Buddy joins it, and everyone loves Buddy. And he is kind of becoming the star of basically everything he does.
I would be pissed if I was Buddy's owner because I can't have anything to my goddamn self without my dog coming in and being better than me.
That's so true.
Your dog is better than you at football.
Fully, Josh is like, okay, I'm going to become like a gamer. Buddy becomes a gamer.
Uh-huh.
Josh is like, oh, I want to date this girl. Buddy starts dating the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that Buddy is like his companion. If anything, Buddy is a parasite who lives through Josh to kind of vicariously, enjoy his life.
I'm surprised Buddy didn't start dating his mom.
I'm shocked. Yeah, so the Timberwolves is the football team.
Yes.
So, meanwhile, 2 Russians, God, the worst fucking plot ever, kidnap Buddy in hopes of having him perform as a special attraction in a Russian circus. Mm-hmm. And then, at the same time, unbeknownst to Josh, all that happening, Josh runs away because Patrick proposes to his mother.
Patrick's giving it to his mom too good.
So the coach finds him, and the coach finds Josh and is like, bro, you can't do this. Don't run away. Don't get a train ticket to nowhere. Don't do it, okay? Just don't. Just freaking don't. And meanwhile, the Timberwolves must play the championship without Buddy because as Josh returns, he realizes Buddy's still kidnapped. But luckily, this is insane. With the help of a chimpanzee who is also captive, Buddy escapes from the 2 Russians, period, in parentheses. In fact, Buddy and the chimpanzee release all the other captive animals, and they manage to escape, close parentheses.
They got him.
Just such a weird thing to put in parentheses.
They got him. They got out.
After the chimpanzee ambushes Natalia and Popov, the Russians, with fish guts and sword fighting, they are arrested and placed into the custody of the Russian embassy as they collide their van, where they fly out of it and fall into a fishing vessel following a chase sequence involving Buddy as the victim. One sentence. That took me so far. Meanwhile, Patrick finds Buddy and takes him to the game. With the help of Buddy, the team catches up. But Buddy is taken out of the game due to a subsequent injury. The first time he's tackled, he's literally like, because he's a dog.
Yeah. So the whole time, it is kind of like, he's in like protective gear, but you're just thinking like, if anybody tackles this guy, it's going to be a problem. Like, why are they letting him play? And then he gets tackled, and of course, everybody immediately, their first thought is like, oh my God, Buddy's dead! He's dead! And it's like, obviously, he was going to get tackled. This is football. Why'd you let your dog play football, dude?
And that helmet's not doing him any favors. But the dog's acting in that scene was great.
Yeah.
He was whining. He was really giving it to us.
100%.
The Timberwolves are forced to... Oh, my God. The Timberwolves are forced to finish the game without Buddy. Due to efforts by Josh and his friend Tommy, the Timberwolves win the championship. Later, Josh stops Patrick from leaving on a boat and convinces him to stay with the family. The family later goes to the Seattle Seahawks pro football game where Buddy sneaks onto the field.
Buddy.
And that's the end of the movie. Box office failure. Box office bomb.
It's a bummer. Was the first one a success?
The first one at least made money. I think it was a success. I think it was actually a really good success. Let me look.
Oh, yeah.
So this one only made $10.2 million on a budget of $11 million. The first one, let's see.
The first one, because
made 27.8 on a budget of $3 million.
Wow.
Whoa, so
much less of a budget.
Why was the budget so big in the second one?
I don't know. It didn't look like it.
They were like the stunts, all the animals and stuff. Maybe,
yeah,
but like
that, they spent more money on making it worse.
That wasn't worth it. I feel.
No.
Unlike its predecessor, Air Bud Gold Receiver was a box office failure. But the good thing is, there are other Air Bud movies. Clayton, do you remember the other sports?
Yes, of course. We've got the most recent one I know is volleyball. Up next is soccer. And then I think after that, baseball.
There we go.
There we go.
Soccer, World Pup, Seventh Inning Fetch is baseball.
Fantastic.
And Air Bud Spikes Back is volleyball. They make them, 97, 98, 2000, 2002, 2003. And then, of course, we have the Air Buddies, the children of Bud himself.
Yes.
Do you remember... 1, 2, 3, 4... Do you remember how many Air Buddy movies there are?
Weren't there like 8?
There are 7.
Okay.
Air Buddies, Snow Buddies, Space Buddies, Santa Buddies, Spooky Buddies, Treasure Buddies, and Super Buddies.
Mm-hmm. More than there should be.
There's also 2 more spin-off movies. Do you recall them?
Are they not also Air Buddies movies? Oh no, there's of course the monkey that plays hockey.
There is that. I think that's in the universe, but it's not on this list right here.
Okay. Maybe it's just a different movie about an animal playing sports.
No, it's MVP, Most Valuable Primate, but it's
it's branded Air Bud.
It's the Air Bud. It's definitely the Air Bud universe.
Yeah, it has it on the cover. Even it's got the Air Bud logo.
The Air Bud sponsor. The other 2 movies in this series are the Santa Paws films.
Of course.
So there's
The
Search for Santa Paws. When Santa is in trouble, Paws has to save Christmas with the help of some friends. Oh, is there only one? Oh, Santa Paws is one dog.
Oh.
So, but
I don't like the look of that dog.
So
either.
what's crazy is it says from the creators of the Buddies.
Uh-huh.
So we're so far removed.
Air Bud is
Air
the
Bud.
Creator of the Buddies.
It's like literally. So it's like you have the Air Bud movies, and then on the cover of the Air Buddies movies, there's from the creators of Air Bud.
Uh-huh.
Then on Santa Paws, there's the creators of the Buddies movies. So it's literally just kind of boom, boom, boom.
And then you got from the creators of MVP.
Yeah, right. And don't even get me started on that. But there's 2 Santa Pauses. There's The Search for Santa Paws, and then Santa Paws 2, The Santa Pups. So now we have some pups in there.
That's crazy that they made a puppy spinoff of Air Bud, then a dog spinoff of the puppies, and then a puppy spinoff of that dog. We're seeing generations unfold.
Well, this is the same thing as G-Force to me.
Yeah,
this is very the same thing as
except the G-Force thing didn't happen.
So with Air Bud, there's very much a clear sorry, you're good. With Air Bud, there was obviously someone saw the possibilities to create this kind of franchise and they took it. Didn't say it was going to be good. With G-Force, there was so much room, but they didn't do it. Also, I will say they didn't do any animated anything with the Air Buddies. I think an animated kind of Buddies kids show, I think probably would have popped off really well.
Fortunately, Air Bud does have room in the G-verse, I think.
I think they can.
We can definitely see, I think, the Buddies. I'm more interested in Air Bud for sure, but we can reach out to the Buddies.
I think the Buddies are going to be the easy get. They work with the G-Force, but then there's a special there's a special moment where Air Bud comes and saves the day. It's like whenever Superman appears in the Supergirl TV show.
It's he's not going to be in every episode.
Yeah, but he's there, and when he is, it's
he's a constant presence. Yeah,
maybe it's something with the Olympics, and Buddy has to play every sport or something.
I think so. Buddy would be an Olympian.
The G-Force team has to stop a terrorist attack. It'd be so funny if it was about a terrorist attack in the Olympics.
That would be crazy.
All right. This is a segment we do every episode, starting last episode at the Lost episode.
So we on this, we don't know whose it is, but in this living room there was a book of one-liners.
Yeah,
the Mammoth Book of One-Liners. We got into them, and we had a lot of fun. Max, give me a letter to go to.
Okay, let's do P.
P.
Maybe it's because of the last P word that on last episode, but maybe I don't want to.
I actually have no idea where P is in the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N,
L, M, N, O, P.
Q, R, and S are right after that one. So if you see Q, R, and S, maybe back it up.
Okay. That's so funny. We are starting. So, Max, do you want... There's 2 sections to choose from here. We've got parties as one section. The other section, pens and pencils. Do you want to hear some one-liners about pens and pencils?
I would love to.
Okay. If number 2 pencils are the most popular, why are they still number 2? Max, highlighter pens are the future. Mark my words. I bought a $7 pen because I always lose pens and I get sick of not caring. Mitch Hedberg. I guess that was a Mitch Hedberg joke.
What?
I don't know. We got a Mitch Hedberg one. Personality? Some people say I'm superficial, but that's just on the surface.
Oh, wait, so we're done with pens and pencils?
This is personality.
We skipped to a new section?
There's not a whole lot here. I've decided to marry a pencil. I can't wait to introduce my parents to my bride-to-be. Like, to be. I was going to design a pencil with erasers on both ends, but then I thought, what would be the point? The inventor of cat's eyes got the idea when his car headlights reflected in the eyes of an oncoming cat. If the cat had been walking away, he would have invented a pencil sharpener.
That's not... What? Who thinks of that? That's a grotesque thing.
This is the last pen and pencil one.
Okay. Skip to C. Let's go to the section C.
Okay. What did the pencil sharpener say to the pencil? Stop going around in circles and get to the point. I'm heading to C.
All right,
now.
that's not...
All right, would you like chickens or childhood?
Childhood.
Okay. Childhood is like being drunk. End of sentence. This is another 2-liner. Childhood is like being drunk. Everyone remembers what you did except you.
That's not even a joke.
When I was in the Boy Scouts, I slipped on some ice and hurt my ankle. A little old lady had to help me cross the street. What? That's not a joke.
No, it's like, because normally you help the little old lady.
Yeah.
So she had to help you because you're so helpless.
As a boy, I ran away with the circus, but the police made me take it back. Did you know that about me?
That's funny.
Yeah.
That one is at least clever. It's
there's children.
Okay, let's do that. I'm scared. God.
My wife and I decided we don't want children. If someone wants them, we'll drop them off tomorrow.
Classic I hate my kids joke. Classic.
What's the way to stop your children being spoiled? Keep them in the fridge. Huh? Children seldom misquote you. In fact, they usually repeat word for word what you shouldn't have said. Pretty good.
Yeah,
good.
for sure. No one
see.
can deny that one. God, this is.
I just skipped ahead so far. We're still in C. Let's see what else we got. Oh, do you want to hear one about Germans?
Oh God, yeah. Okay. Okay.
So this is this is a one-liner with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits of punctuation, like sentence-ending punctuation. How does a German eat mussels? Knock, knock, knock. Auf Maschen. I don't know what that means. White. Okay, this is really funny. This is actually a really funny line.
Okay.
This is gonna blow you away. Why didn't Hitler drink vodka? It made him mean. I really like that because he's a mean guy.
Yeah.
Notoriously mean guy. The bigger the German, the smaller the bathing trunks.
True.
Do
you have any ones about Pinocchio?
Let me see. What did Raggedy Ann say? to Pinocchio when she was sitting on his face.
What?
Tell a lie, tell the truth. Tell a lie, tell the truth. We read that one last time.
That's why that is like I told like 8 people that joke.
Max, how many
just to imagine
footballs?
The nose going in and out of her is like really visceral and bad to me. Do you think there's like splinters and stuff? I can't.
Probably there's splinters. Probably he's like sniffing something fierce.
God. Jesus Christ. Raggedy Ann. Imagine if your first name was Raggedy.
I know.
Her birth name was Ann.
Raggedy old bitch.
Literally, her mom named her Ann, and the world named her Raggedy.
Yeah. Goddamn. Max, how many footballs out of 10 would you give this film?
Probably 4. I think I gave it 4 last time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll give her a 2.
Even though, didn't I give it 4 stars on
Yes, you gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd, which is an 8 out of 10.
But in person, when confronted with it, I backed up. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Air Bud 2.
That's Air Bud 2, baby.
And I pray to God you're going to hear this episode.
No matter how you slice it, honey. The videos are going to be uploading at their own pace. Trust.
Yes.
They're coming, baby.
Trust, believe.
Now that I'm done with the graphic games, I feel like I have this new show in full swing and stuff, and things are about to get very regular and just structured, thankfully. So I'm excited for the future of this podcast.
Yeah.
And just the future of our creative endeavors and stuff. And period.
All very exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to it.
Exactly.
Next week, though.
Next week is different. Because normally this would be the place where, since I made us watch Air Bud, Clayton would make us watch another film. But right now is not any special episode. It is actually episode 99 of Critical Darlingz, which is crazy.
99 episodes. We've been doing this for longer than 2 years even.
Yeah.
But we've been doing this for almost 2 years worth of episodes.
Yeah.
Somebody who's watching an episode a week.
Literally.
Crazy to think about.
Yeah. Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. But next week, instead of watching a movie, we are going to have a 100 episode celebration.
Woo!
We are going to talk through our history on Critical Darlingz, the past episodes, the goofiest bits, the craziest bits. And I also just came up with... Actually, I'm going to save it for next week. I came up with a segment that I'm very excited for.
You better. That's exciting.
Yeah. But with that, we will see y'all
on the next
week.
one. I am Sir Maxim.
And I'm Clayton Chalman.
And as always...
We didn't introduce ourselves in this one.
We didn't.
That's the first time. I'm Clayton Chalman.
Oh, and you can just call me Max, baby.
And as always,
stay
critical,
darlings.
darlings.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.